us going, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Off play action. Chapman. He's going to go up top again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one's knocked away.
How is this one sent away? They get 11 back on the return. Defense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Watson off play action. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Aaron Donald with a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
Get it to the horses. Without
a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking to throw on second down. Chapman. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. Off the play fake. Chapman. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Watson. And that's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
The score, Cowboys 17, Jets nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. He finds an opening past the 40. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Here, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. To throw on second is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. That's Laurent Duvernay-Tardif. Actually, correction. Dr. Laurent Duvernay-Tardif, M.D., guilty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Third down.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun, Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the red zone now, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
To throw on 2nd down, Chapman. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quentin Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Throwing on 3rd and long, Chapman. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 17, Jets 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosazon to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
defensive.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move.
8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Going left side, it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's the option. Quick throw completed by Watson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, they're going option play on 3rd down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
For the field goal, a 24-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good, and they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer. But I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off play action. Chapman. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Throwing again. Chapman. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, Chapman. He's going to let one fly for Tate. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Matt Breida in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Right back to him on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of the...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
That's the 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Third and long, it's Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And able to get him down, but he does reach reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now they try the right side here, and he stopped immediately there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Steps him, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Rosas' kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 28. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw again. Eason. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way up to the 46.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Throwing is Eason.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle wrestle him here as he pulls it in. 22 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Second down, here's Eason.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Jets on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Here's Eason to throw.
He's going to fire this thing deep right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Ballage. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
From the 5, 3rd and goal.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. They'll try and run with Ballage. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Norman. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. A first throw for the backup Griffin. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 39. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
19.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Norman. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Griffin to throw. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They attempted the fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down.